know you guys know how to boil eggs, but for those of you who don't, what I have here is 8 medium-sized eggs in cool water, completely covered, and I'm bringing that up to a boil. We've got a rolling boil now for 1 minute. I'm going to turn off my stove, and you're going to put the lid on and let that sit there. Do absolutely nothing. Let it sit there on the heat element and everything. What I would recommend doing is leaving it covered for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you would put it into cool water and start peeling. In my case here, excuse me, I forgot all about it, to be honest with you. It's been sitting in there for about an hour. But anyhow, that is how you would peel, how you would boil. The quickest and simplest way to boil eggs. I guarantee you they're fully cooked. I'm chopping up the eggs, but as I cut it open, you notice the dark ring around here? That means it's overcooked, and that is only because I left it in the pot there for so long. If you were to take it out and put it into cold water, ice cold water actually, after the 8-minute mark or something, you won't get that. But small thing, Iman was busy. I was looking after my boys, so priorities, you know what I mean? He will always come first. But anyhow, we're just chopping them up. If you want to put it in a food processor, that's your thing, that's your thing. I just like to chop it up, and I chop it up as fine as I can. And you know, you're right, there's nothing Caribbean about this recipe, but I've eaten this in the Caribbean. I consider my household a Caribbean household, but if you're looking for a nice little sandwich, I mean to say. Plus, after I teased this on Instagram the other day, there were quite a few people asking for the recipe, so that's the reason I'm doing it. Now to make the sort of glue that's gonna pull everything together, I've got here 3/4 cups of my favorite mayonnaise. To that, some fresh ground black pepper, and you can go as heavy as you want. Fullest of ingredients will be listed down below. Dry mustard, that's gonna give it that little edge, that little kick. And I also like some Dijon mustard in there as well too. 2 types of mustards for that kick, and basically all you would do is give that a good mix. I will pull out a whisk, I think, and mix this really thoroughly. Now if you want to do this in advance and allow it to chill while the eggs doing that 8 minutes, as I said, in the pot there, you can certainly do that. A little smoky flavor. I've got some pimenton. A lot of people go for the regular paprika, but I like a little pimenton in there, which is more of a smoked paprika than anything else. The eggs, I'm going to hit them with a little bit more black pepper. I didn't put any salt in there yet, so I'm going to go light on the salt. I'm not the biggest fan of salt at this point. For texture, some chopped up white onion, and chopped up very finely. I am not the biggest fan of dill, and you know, dill and egg salad goes together hand in hand. So rather than use dill, I have here a couple gherkins, that sweet pickle, that I chopped up the same sort of size as the onion. So I'm going to get the dill from that. I do appreciate some little herbage in there, so to add that garlicky onion flavor, I've got chives that I chopped up. And more about that texture, I've got a celery stick, but rather than chop it up, I'm just going to grate that in there, like so. So you're not getting some no big pieces. The big trashy pieces like that is not going in there. I'm just going to pull this back, and I'm going to continue. You just need a couple tablespoons of that celery in there. Now if you don't have fresh celery, some celery salt or celery seeds would work great in here. I'm going to give everything a toss in here just to distribute everything evenly. So we've got the celery for the texture and the flavor. We've got that gherkin, that sweet pickle for the dill aspect of it, and I'll add a nice little sweetness to things. The onion in there again for texture and a little bit of, you know, tartness. It's gonna brighten up everything here. And the final thing now is to just the glue. Remember we called it the glue, right? I'm trying to hurt nobody's feelings, you know. Anyhow, we're putting that in there, and then we're going to give everything a mix. And I'm pretty much folding it like so, push and pull push and pull. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how easy it is to make a classic Uncle Chris egg salad. I would recommend chilling this before serving it, before making your sandwiches and stuff like that. Now remember, we still have a few days left in the summer here, so warm temperatures. If you are making these into sandwiches for taking to a picnic and stuff like that, because there's mayonnaise in here, be very careful. Make sure it's in a cooler and nice and chilled, yeah? Sup, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me. Email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Don't forget to taste it for salt. If you wanted to add a little touch of honey in here, or maybe honey is not your thing, maybe you want a little bit more tart, add a little bit of just plain old white vinegar, maybe about a half of a teaspoon. It will just brighten everything up.